I feel like y'all are doing a really good job, from us talking earlier, at getting agents up to speed in a very simple plug-and-play system to help them make money. I think earlier y'all mentioned, I forget who, about 85% of newly licensed agents are on pace to make six figures at like the 90-day mark. I think, am I repeating that?
Yeah. One of our managers does a great job. Chandler Bernard, if he's on the call, or on the call listening,
He's used to doing Zooms.
Yeah, right. There you go. 85% of his agents over the last 3 years he's been a manager with us have reached 100,000 their first month, or the first year, excuse me. So
that's insane.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Talk about plug and play. Obviously it's, of course, I'm not going to take anything away from the man Chan, but it's a plug and play system. We're giving free leads. We have every product in the world. Every product.
Do you have to show up to get leads too, or how's the lead?
No, everybody. It's socialism, and that's the only time I'll say socialism is good. All right, when you're giving out leads, because everybody's got equal opportunity. All right.
So I was waiting for him to get political. This is good.
That's it. I promise.
Politics. The rest of the call.
No.
Wait, no, it's not a call. It's an interview. What is up? Welcome back to the CA Power Player Podcast. I'm your host, Cody Askins, and today we have a special guest coming all the way from Tampa, Florida, in the office. Please welcome from, also too, as you guys listen to this, dude, I'm gonna ad-lib a little bit for a second before I bring him in. Their company is literally blowing up. Like, it is no joke. And yeah, I can't fact check every company in the country, but like one of the fastest growing insurance companies I've personally ever seen. I think that's saying something. So please welcome from Meda Health Associates, Brandon Pertile.
Wow. Well, I appreciate
How was that intro, man? Not bad?
That makes you feel good. I'll tell you that.
Dude.
it's nice.
Well, it hasn't been that long either. Like, when did y'all started Meda Health? Like
November 22 thrown into action, man. We had a need to create a agency that was protecting the agent, something that paid the agent what they deserved.
Why was that the need?
Jeez.
Without getting too crazy.
I was part of a brokerage, actually built it from the ground up. We were doing very well, had attention from one of the big carriers in Texas, Houston actually, and they acquired the company, and long story short, they wanted to make it captive, made some changes with leads, agents were leaving. Agents were looking at me like, what the hell's going on, Brandon? What are you going to do about it? And, I just decided it's time to walk away from this baby that we built together, and start something new and start something fresh. And with the right crew, with the right group, with the right support system, it really goes to show you that the right people involved make something really special.
It's everything, bro. Yeah. It's so important.
Well, you see it with 8%, man. You got a hell of a team here for sure.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's not nice that you guys in office, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a couple of the crew actually hanging out literally in the studio as well, man. Tell the people who's hanging with you.
Well, we got the downtown St. Pete region, Matt Resco over there, running our office in downtown, the Berg, the 727. And then you got Nate Pittman over there running the HQ office, which is our Tampa, right by the airport. These guys both do a great job, man. I brought them with me. We flew in for two reasons. This was a huge part of it, but we actually were creating a proprietary product with Americo that
It's amazing, bro.
Unfortunately, under some confidentiality, I'm not allowed to talk about, but nonetheless.
I'm going to ask all the questions about that then.
Yeah, right. Hopefully.
Andrew's going to be like, come on, bro.
Yeah, what the heck? But no, these guys, really huge part of Meda Health success, heading up the front lines on training and developing agents and plug and playing agents into how to succeed, making over six figures in their first year. Awesome. It's again, I talk about the core group and the support system. Our group is I wouldn't train anybody. Everybody's so important to the piece, or to the puzzle, excuse me. Everybody's does their role perfectly. And I think as a core group, we really function well. Managers don't compete aggressively. It's friendly competition. It's, you'll see managers training other managers, agents, and you don't see that a lot across the country, unfortunately. So it's really cool that, and really everybody who's involved wants to see everyone else succeed, and knowing that there's more money to be made and there's more leads to be had, and there's so many other ways to generate business. You don't need to you don't need to be fighting each other for it.
Yeah. And so also too, I added some one of the fastest growing companies in the industry. Add some context to that. Like it's been, I don't know, has it been 2 years yet?
It hasn't been 2 years. 2 years will be November 24. So coming up here a couple months.
We're a year and a half. It's early July. Just like it's as recording this, it's July 10th. It ain't coming out today, but you get the idea, right?
That's true. So we started with 42 is a number, November, and now we're actually approaching 242. We're right around 220. And
how much annual premium?
Annual premium mix between health and life, and that's a whole deep dive, because what we do with that. But nonetheless, we're doing about $1 million a week consistently, and we're poised to probably end the year this year, right around 55 million. Pretty exciting about that health and life premium. So in
technically, second full year.
Yeah,
that's
second
amazing,
full year
dude.
building. You look at the entire company, and probably 60% of them weren't licensed a year ago, or even 2 years ago at that. So
that's got to be a rewarding feeling overall,
man,
for the group.
I'll tell you what, it gets me up every day in the morning and gets me into the office, because so many, and in our company, we're seeing a demographic of people, young entrepreneurs, age of 20 to 25, that are just coming in, being coachable. That's all we need. I need you to come in. I need you to be coachable. I need you to be at the office.
Yeah.
And I don't need you to be there 8 to 8 all day and be a slave, but I need you to come in. I need you to be trained, and I need you to, ask questions. And pretty much it's plug and play, with the way you cross sell, saving people money on their health insurance, having every product, moving towards a life insurance, able to save them money and provide a death benefit that they wouldn't even be thinking about. It's just the way we do things is a little different, unorthodox, and some of that is really what's helped us grow so fast. Yeah.
But people are like, would you say that people are more likely to want to be open to talk about their health insurance versus just jump on the phone and start talking about life insurance immediately?
Right. Well, that's the thing, because life insurance is an emotional sale, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
You got to build a lot of rapport. You're talking maybe an hour. Health insurance, it's what are you paying? What do you want? Is it are you buying based on benefits, or are you buying based on value? So if our guys and girls are able to save somebody money, it's opening the door for a cross sell, because now, okay, you save $60 on your health insurance. Well, basically, to offset the savings, get you at the same price, we can also add a $100,000 death benefit that's going to grow 5.8% a year on the market. So talking about an IUL cross sell. So just the way you're able to kind of use the savings to benefit the customer has really been huge, because now I always make the analogy of you go into a steakhouse, right? They give you a nice big 12-ounce filet. You could get your meat potatoes on the side, right?
Medium rare, right?
Medium rare, gotta go
rare.
Rare, absolutely. Yeah.
I would love to know in comments below what you guys think of this.
Yeah,
man.
rare,
medium rare.
It can't be purple. It's got
rare. Do you guys eat your steak? No.
Oh,
medium rare. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, Cody,
you may get outvoted in the comments. We're gonna find out. I don't know.
you come to Tampa, I'll cook you the right rare steak. Right? Don't you?
Okay. We'll try it once. Maybe I get converted, man. I don't know.
You know?
It's like steak. It's not a religion, but it's
exactly. But anyway, so you take a 12-ounce steak. Well, if I can give the customer an 8-ounce fillet with a lobster tail, a lot of customers like that better. Now you're able to get,
maybe throw a crab cake on there.
Right, yeah, give them a crab cake, a dental policy.
Like a little crab cake, a little dental policy.
Yeah, no.
I think crab cakes are really good. You just compared it to a dental policy.
Yeah, well, that tells me what you think about dental policies.
I don't use mine enough. I'll tell you that.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you this: Allstate, not for nothing for the marketing, but Allstate's got a great dental PPO, the copay plan. But,
seriously?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
You
cool.
ought to look into it.
Okay. All right. I'm about to get sold dental live on video.
No.
Live on video. Also, you can tell. You guys see me do a bunch of interviews. You can tell when I'm enjoying myself.
Oh boy.
Dude, I'm having a blast with these guys today, man.
Yeah, good people.
Well,
good times.
I shouldn't say this, but somebody commented today. You are, and they were like, Cody, I think you fell asleep during that episode. And I'm
boy.
I think I did on one of them. Not saying what it was.
Oh man.
Good news is I'm having fun today. I ain't falling asleep.
We're gonna keep it live. We're gonna keep it live. That's one of the things that we do in the office, man. We keep it humping and bumping, man. We're playing music. We're having fun. We're ordering food. Every time I come in,
I love that.
You know, we got to get right. We got to get our mind right. You know, walk into the office, man.
Yes.
We're there to close deals, make money, and influence people, man. That's
I
it.
love that.
So,
And
you know,
Dylan appreciated that you moved back from the mic a little bit
My
when you
bad.
did that. That was good. That was good.
little experience there, Dylan. I apologize.
Let's
man.
go. That's great. Well, and too, like you were running your Zoom earlier. You know, I think you do it once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your weekly Zoom.
Yeah.
And I guess what is it? Wednesdays at 2 Eastern.
Yeah. Midweek update, baby.
Yeah. And dude, it was fun. Like it was. You had some energy. You had some pace. You know.
Appreciate that.
I'm like, dang, dude, I'm over there taking notes. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, let's go.
Well, you can't forget the ref. We got to give out money. If you want people to attend a Zoom, just all the agency owners out there, if you want your agents on the Zooms, throw out some cash. All right? That's the easiest trick.
You know what? That's a good point because there's so many questions for agents or like agency owners complain they can't get people to show up.
It's
all
tough.
the time. That's a big complaint. You guys don't seem to struggle with that, man. Like you were showing on Instagram the other day, giving out checks and money and all this other stuff and like
man.
awards and like in the office. I think I don't remember whose office. What office
That
was
was
it in?
is the Tampa office.
Yeah,
it
dude, it was awesome. I'm like, this is amazing, bro. I'm like, I wish I was there.
Well, we'd love to have you. We'd love to have
Thanks,
you. But that's you know, you got to have fun, man. And if I'm going to be in an office every day, all day, and these guys are the same way, we're going to make it fun. You know, we like to have a good time.
I think that's why you also attract a lot of young people. You know,
well, we don't discriminate. We've got some successful agents that are,
they'll take old people too, man. You know?
Well, shout out to Bill Carey, the man, the myth, the legend, man. He was an ABC newscaster, came into insurance, and you know we love him, man. Love him around in the office. You know, great producer, very consistent.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah. No,
wow.
For him, it's like fun. He said we keep him young. I'm like, Bill, I love you.
Let's go.
I love you.
Let's
to death,
go.
Bill. So, Bill, if you're listening, man, thank you for being part of the team.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I don't know if you think he likes you and he just called you old. So that's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah. Well, I got to cover it up, you know.
He's a news anchor. I don't need to put him on a mic versus me. I'd be in trouble. Like I feel like y'all are doing a really good job from us talking earlier at getting agents up to speed in a very simple, your words, plug and play system to help them make money. I think earlier y'all mentioned, I forget who, about 85% of newly licensed agents are on pace to make six figures at like the 90-day mark. I think, am I repeating that?
Yeah. One of our managers does a great job. Chandler Bernard, if he's on the call, or on the call listening, you know,
he's used to doing Zooms.
Yeah, right. There you go. 85% of his agents over the last 3 years he's been a manager with us have reached 100,000 their first month or the first year. Excuse me. So
that's insane.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Talk about plug and play. You know, obviously, of course, I'm not going to take anything away from the man Chan, but it's a plug and play system. We're giving free leads. You know, we have every product in the world. Every product.
Do you have to show up to get leads too, or how's the lead?
No, everybody. It's socialism, and that's the only time I'll say socialism is good. All right, when you're giving out leads, because everybody's got equal opportunity. All right.
So, I was waiting for him to get political. This is good.
That's it. I promise.
Politics. The rest of the call.
No.
Wait, no, it's not a call. It's an interview.
Yeah, we're on the call. No, but you want everybody to have equal opportunity because some brokerages it's like new agents. I've had agents actually come in and say, "Well, when I was a new agent, I got all the best leads, and now you guys shut me off." It's like that. Hey, just so you know, that's a dumb idea. First off, because now we're getting people in the door, and then we're just kicking them out the door, basically. But
correct.
So
that happens
at other, absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Not with Meda.
No,
it happens.
So how we do it is, it's the number one producer in the company versus the person who just got hired yesterday. They're calling the same leads. We're cool. buying, and that's we talk about health and life. Health insurance, everybody's shopping. They always want to save money. They want to find a better plan. They didn't like the experience at the doctor, so then they go in and they want to go online. They get a million phone calls. So you got to separate yourself. And if you don't have the right product suite, and if you're calling with one product or you're calling with maybe a not so great product, it's just you're pigeonholing yourself. When it's like when our brokers talk on the phone to somebody and they say I don't like what United Healthcare. Okay, no problem. I have Aetna, Cigna, Blue Cross Blue Shield. What do you want? It doesn't matter. Whatever. If you have a pre-existing condition, we got a plan for it with co-pays. So no matter what.
Does that help? Like actually able to help a larger percentage of people you speak to?
Absolutely.
Overall? Yeah.
The whole mission is and if you want to talk like numbers and finances, if the company's going to spend what we spend on leads, we want to make sure there's a product to sell. So as pure as that is, it's empowering the brokers to have the right product suite. So if they can sell every customer, not only is the broker going to be better off, but so is the company, because again, we got to get the ROI on the leads. So having all those products for the pre-X, if somebody has cancer, we got it. If somebody's got has to give birth, we got it. So a lot of the things that some other carriers maybe don't even touch. We have those niche products. So that's been huge. That's been huge. And I got to test that to our Vice President of Compliance, Mark Jewell. You know, guy's awesome, man. He's been around the business like 40 years, since the 80s, 90s, and really just comes in with experience, and he just, somebody like that knows how the game works, you know. So when you get somebody like that behind the scenes doing compliance, all right,
it's cool.
We feel protected. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Most people don't have someone on a part of their company doing compliance, man.
How about somebody who has ownership doing compliance?
Let's go.
Right. So now he wants to see the company succeed so bad that he's going to protect it. You know, and that's I didn't even mention that earlier. I talk about our core group. Everyone's got ownership. They got ownership of Meda Health. It's not my company. I'm the president, sure, but we got, I think it's like 18 people have ownership of it.
Wow.
Real economic shares ownership.
Yeah.
So that's something that's, you know, set us apart for sure, because it's like these guys and girls that are working from the ground up, that started from the dark days when we laugh about, you know, the leads weren't working right, or we didn't have the contracts and we were sitting around for weeks waiting. It's like those people, they're gonna protect the brand, and they're gonna build it like it's their own, because it is. It's ours, you know.
Shoot, I may get ownership just by doing this, man. You never know.
All right, I don't know.
Everybody,
we'd have to have a meeting. I'd have to get the people to vote.
You take a Ferrari.
Yeah. All right, well, you know, maybe you might have a chance. I don't know,
man. Trying to think, there's so many angles I can go here. For those who maybe don't know your story, I would love to hear a little bit of how you came up in an industry and got to where you're at today.
Wow. So I can't talk about where I came from without talking about my dad, because that's where I came from, right? Rick Pertile's a living legend. He was around since the 80s, 1988, I think is when he got licensed, started selling. You know, built the company from the ground up. They went to very, very deep heights in the business. Cornerstone Marketing of America, CMA, was a company. That got sold 2004, all right? Whatever, you know, Rick went into another company, sold that company, took it public. Long story short, when I was playing professional ball, I was like, what am I going to do next? How am I going to make this money?
Also, the professional ball before transition. For those that are like, what type of ball? What does it look like?
So football, went from college to the Oakland Raiders.
Where'd you play in college?
University of Virginia.
No big deal.
Yeah,
University of Virginia.
Cavaliers,
no big deal.
Wahoo wah.
And then the Raiders?
The Raiders unsigned free agent, got cut pretty quick.
Did you say O-line?
Yes, O-line, left tackle.
Nice.
Went to the CFL. That was a lot of fun, man. Montreal, Canada. I was the Alouettes.
Wow.
And then played for Atlanta Legends in a semi-pro league. AAF is what it was. But that was like the coolest part of everything, because we got paid probably way too much, which is why the league ended up closing.
The AAF?
We were getting paid what the NFL P Squad was making. So we were getting paid, you know, damn near six figures. And you're talking about 4 months of work, and it's a no.
They don't make that in semi-pro stuff now. They don't make hardly anything. Right. Sometimes they don't make a dime, actually.
Right. No, exactly.
Unless they like get sponsors and stuff. Yeah.
So the sponsors.
I'm actually going to watch speaking of that, I'm going to watch a Saturday night here. There's like a Ozark Lunkers, like, I don't know, some type of like semi-pro thing that I'm going to watch on Saturday night. So we'll
those guys leave it on the field,
just stick it out for a few more days and get suited up again. There. You know, you think you could still do it?
Absolutely, 100%. Oh yeah.
Do you guys believe
know,
that?
It's funny because sometimes people would like challenge me, like not in the office setting, but like we did a field day, and it was like there was an agent Jordan. He's like, "Bet I can get around you." I was like, "Bro, I'll put you in the dirt in front of everybody, and it won't even be hard." So
Whoa!
Don't do it. You know, I don't know. Yeah, no. Hey, you gotta.
You don't think I could juke you out,
Cody? I'm sorry, man. Let's go move on. No. I'll put it this way: when I was at Oakland, I was getting got, but I was getting got by Khalil Mack. All right, so it wasn't, you know, it was an all-pro defensive end.
Okay, I'm no Khalil Mack.
No, obviously I wasn't good enough, or else I wouldn't be here today.
Well, you still played professional ball, bro. Like, I know you downplay it. It's like, but that's still really impressive.
Yeah, I get to tell my kids. That's really the coolest part.
Shoot, I mean, I think I go so hard at business now because I really wanted to be an athlete, and I just played a little Bible college. You know what I mean? Like, I never got the chance to, like, I didn't work at it like I do now. You know? It's
Isn't
like,
it funny?
Yeah.
Isn't it funny?
I mean, you must have worked.
You had to. Well, it's like so many people told me I wasn't going to do it, so it's like I had to.
Yeah.
You know, I made it like my purpose.
I think what I'm impressed with the most, too, before we transition out of football, is most people, when they've played professional ball like that, it's almost like the pinnacle, and they reach it.
And then what?
You know a bunch of these guys.
And then what? They're asking me, Brandon, what are you doing?
And now for you to be like, hey, I did this, but now we're doing this. And what's cool about the way you talk about Meda compared to playing pro ball, I mean, it's going to be a whole nother level where it's going to make playing pro ball look small at some point. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
I think that's the goal, right? I mean,
I mean, we
do you think about some of that?
Well, to what degree? I mean, do I think about insurance being a better path than professional football? Absolutely. I'll tell you it is, period. Even if the money wasn't close, it still is because of just the damage you're doing to your body. You don't even think about it.
Well, and what percentage of people actually are making like
a percent
multiple seven figures
of a percent?
You know?
That's nobody, you know? So many guys, and that's like, that was like the thing. And this is the last thing I'll say about it, but that was the thing when I was in the CFL, because I was a young guy, 22 years old. I was starting, I was playing, I had a great time again. But I kept looking around the locker room and you see like these 28, 30, 32-year-old dudes, young guys, right? Younger than our age right now, right?
Unfortunately, I just turned 34 yesterday.
Happy belated.
Happy
belated. But you look around and these guys are like limping. They get up, their bones are creaking, they're in pain all the time. Like, God, that looks like, and you're 30.
Especially playing actual tackle football.
Beating your face into another person every day, all day. Yeah, you know, it definitely takes a toll.
Some insurance companies actually do that in the office.
They do, right into a brick wall.
You know, but
I know what you're talking about.
Probably just stick to selling insurance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, you would think. There's enough to do there to not focus on other things. It's funny.
Also, I think that's why I protect our culture so much and why I respect the way you guys talk about your culture. It's for those listening. And I haven't been to their offices yet, full transparency. However, I will. But everything I've heard, I've loved. And I see so many offices and agencies and Zooms and IMOs and horror stories. I don't care whether you're captive, you're independent, you're selling health, you're selling life, whatever.
It's all
you make money doing it, all of it. But I see so many places around the industry that I would not want to work in. And so I think that's like what I've been so impressed with today is you all talk about that a lot and like how important it is and how if people aren't, you know, not helping the culture, they're not going to stick around.
They're not hurting it, or they're hurting it if they're not helping.
Correct.
You know, that's the truth. Yeah, we you know, we've been really lucky and blessed, I'd say, because you get such good people applying.
Yeah.
You know, we have a really good, like the new agents, especially the last quarter that have come in and because we've seen more rapid growth, you know, this year, 2024. And we're seeing just the type of people that are coming in are they're eager to learn. They want to come to work. They want to make the money. Of course, everybody wants to make the money. But when you tell an agent, hey, it's not a get rich quick scheme. You're not gonna make $1 million your first year. You gotta learn. You gotta master this, and you gotta put in the time. I put in the time. Everybody put in the time to get you put in the time. You know, so that's the, you know, if somebody comes in, they got an open mind for it. It's and the culture you talk about that. It's unique, and you'll see it because I feel like I hear a lot of people talk about it, but once you walk into a Meda Health office, you can see it. You can see it. Every carrier that comes in, they always tell me, guys, you guys' offices are jumping. Everybody's here. They're happy. It's like nobody's forced to be here. You can look around. Yeah. We're all 1099. Not a single person was called to wake up this morning to come to work. Everybody is here on their own accord. They're happy to be here. And you know, the people that don't want to be at the office, I love you. That's fine. Stay at home. Yeah. Great. You know, I'm going to tell everybody, and if you're an agent at Meda Health, you know this, you need to come in to get trained. You need to start getting trained. If you're not coming in the office to get trained, you know, there's not much you're going to be able to do. But once you get trained, you can do whatever you want. You can go to Colombia. You can go to Portugal. We got agents that live out of the country.
Which you have agents that literally everywhere selling. It's like freaking awesome.
Yeah. No,
cool. Do you see y'all expanding outside of?
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. So the way I put it in Tampa is I have 100% confidence where you go to the Tampa office, you go to the St. Pete office, you're going to have success. You're going to have success. Now, what we really want to do is move out of Tampa, right? Let's like Atlanta, all these other markets, Dallas, Chicago. You talk about Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, I love that.
You know, we talk about a plug and play system.
You're gonna need a jet then.
We might need a PJ.
The CA Meda jet or the Meda CA jet or
That's it.
I don't know. I just really want a plane. So it's
the Cometa.
You have offices. The Cometa. You have offices everywhere. You're gonna need something.
We're gonna need something someday. No, yeah. We're definitely looking to expand out of the state and looking for, you know, upper level managements that wanna, you know, do it the right way. How about that?
Yeah, they kind of like give people a chance to open up an office in their own market,
own
and be
brokerage.
a part of something, and they grow it, and they actually have some equity in it.
Yep. All the above. You know,
That's cool.
We'll come in, we'll teach you exactly what to do, and the rest is for you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so after football.
Oh boy, we get off topic.
I know.
After football,
I'm surprised I got his back because I'm normally terrible at that.
That's a good memory. After ball, I actually went to be a financial advisor because I thought that's where money was.
Wow.
Yeah. We were laughing about it because Nate actually on the card is like, "Do you use a financial advisor?"
I almost became one too, actually. No joke. And then I saw the test, and I'm like,
yeah, exactly. No way. Do you have financial advisors that listen in on this? I don't want to. Maybe a few.
Not enough.
Put it this way, I didn't see the money like I wanted to. How about that? So my dad was like, here's what you do. I know this guy, his name's Travis Schroeder. He's the VP of U.S. Health at the time. And he connected us. He's like, you know, you're going to make $40K your first year. You're going to make $90K your second year. And your third year, you might make $120. And then it'll keep going.
40's exciting.
I was like, shit, I get to make $40K. I'm self-employed. Let's go. You know, I had money from football. Let's go. I'm in. I was all in.
Had you saved up some money?
Have I saved?
No, from football.
Oh,
then to transition, did you or not really?
Yeah, no, I had a good safety net, honestly. I don't want to,
that's cool.
Don't sugarcoat that. I bought a nice house right before I got started.
Good.
And it was funny because I bought a house, I didn't have a job, so I bought a house, and then I was like, all right, I gotta go to work.
Perfect order.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So my savings plan was, you know, plan A, go make it happen. You know.
The more people need that though, a little bit, like they always have there's always a backup plan, and it's like the fallback. It's like, dude, you don't need one. Like you just gotta go.
You just gotta go.
Because if it doesn't work out, I can go do this. It's like, I'm always thinking,
well, I can go do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good right now. It's always like car salesman. Like, I can always go sell car. Anybody who sells insurance.
You think you could sell cars?
Come on. I like cars too much.
I'm with you there.
It wouldn't even be a hard sell. It's like you want to go fast, you want to have fun.
I've always wanted like an exotic car dealership. Like, no joke. I really have.
More to come on that.
So when we were talking about, stay tuned, we were talking some stuff earlier. I was like, gosh dang it, I'm jealous. I love that.
Man, I'm just trying to be like you, Cody.
I'm just living vicariously through you, bro. You know?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, maybe next time I will come back with some success stories on that. But, no, nonetheless, getting into U.S. Health, and it's funny because my expectation was I'm going to make $45K. Well, I came in first year, I made $180, and I was like, wow, this is game changing. Yeah, I don't get me wrong, I worked 14-hour days. I almost lost my fiance. I made a lot of sacrifices. I pounded the phones every single day, day in and day out. Cold calling, absolutely. U.S. Health style.
That's how I started too.
Yeah. That's. Hey, you know what? That's how you breed warriors.
Yeah.
Now I laugh because the agents at Meda Health are like, you know, these leads are cold. It's like, you guys don't know what cold calling is. You have no idea.
No, I used to door knock on houses, like apartments, like all of it. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cold.
Yeah, cold is, who are you and why are you calling me?
Yeah,
it's oh, I'm sorry, you know. But no, it was crazy, and that. I mean, plus you go to some of these brokerages, and I'm sure, you know, listeners, viewers, you guys are there at these places, but you see so many people making money. It's like, oh, I can do that. You know? So that was kind of the mindset. And then, you know, I got recruited to start up a company, and I just told you my first year was 180. Well, year two is going to be better. Everybody, my wife included, was like, don't leave, don't do it. And I was like, I got to do it. I got to do it, man. I knew there was more.
It's hard to leave somewhere when you start making a really good income.
It is. And, you know, with great risk comes great reward, right? So, yeah, safe to say, I don't regret it at all. I don't regret it at all. It was the best decision I ever made.
I wouldn't think you do now.
No.
Surprise.
Yeah, but it's been a hell of a ride. You learn a lot through a lot of failures, a lot of experiences. You make mistakes. Mm-hmm. Everybody's gonna make mistakes, and I think so many people are so worried about, I don't want to, you know, do this wrong. Hey, just fail forward. You know, just go learn it. Just go learn it as you go, because nobody was there. You know, for me, it was like, I gotta go figure it out. You know, we got to develop our own. It was a startup company. Got to develop my training materials. Got to develop the first 90 program we were talking about earlier with the custom suits. It's got to go develop all this stuff. That's so cool. That now it's like I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years at this level. So it's like, it's a plug and play system. I have all the training materials. It's come in, learn, go, you know.
Correct.
Change your life.
Yeah. we also met because of our buddy Andrew Costas and Americo at the PGA Championship in Louisville, Kentucky.
Blessed to be there.
We didn't know each other before then.
No, we didn't.
Which was really cool.
No, we didn't.
Now you're
yeah.
hanging out, which is great.
I know, making friends, man. Making
friends.
Love to see it. No, that was a hell of an event. And Americo has been a big piece of our growth. I will say, I got to give them a shout out for
I
that.
personally love them too.
They're so easy to deal with.
This episode is brought to you by.
They're just, you talk like when we said in the beginning, or you mentioned simple, right? Very simple. That's them, Americo. It's very simple. And when you're doing what we're doing at a high level, and they mentioned we're one of their top 10 IMOs, and we just opened a year and a half ago. So
that's crazy.
It's very simple. It's a very simple process. Awesome. Again, these guys that have been around that I mentioned, Rick, Mark, they always have these one-liners, and I can give it to you for all day. And if anybody veterans in the business knows what I'm talking about, but listen, you'll first and foremost, you can't. Oh my God. I just lost my whole entire train.
Oh, that happens to me like 14 times a day, bro. Like, you know what's crazy is? Think about doing that on stage in front of like 2,000 people. Oh. And then you know what I do? No joke. I asked the crowd.
What was I just saying?
I'm like, I have no idea, but I asked the crowd. I'm like, hey, what were we talking about? And then people start yelling stuff out. I'm like, thank you.
The one line.
That's where I was at.
So thank you. So you gave me some time to bring back a memory.
You.
So you can't do good business with bad people. Can't do good business with bad people. And that, like when I was young, young in the business, like whatever, good business, bad people, I just, I'll do my deal.
Everybody's good people. What do you mean?
Yeah, everybody's good. Everybody sells a dream, right? No, but you really learn really quick. You got to do things right, man.
Yeah.
From the get-go. I've seen it.
Who you align yourself with, partner with, do business with, do life with, all that kind of stuff is the most important decisions you're going to make. Like it just is, man, because it can, if you end up with the wrong people, you can do well for a season, but man, it can fall apart in a hurry.
I don't need to talk about agents I've seen make hundreds of thousands of dollars and then lose their license the next year because they were trained to commit insurance fraud. It's just, and it's always like, oh, they're not going to catch me.
It's always short-sighted.
Yeah.
It never works out long-term.
Look at this Lambo, look at this Lambo I bought. It's like, yeah, well, next year it's going to get repoed because you're going to lose your license. I've seen it too many times, and it sucks. It makes a bad name for the insurance business.
It does.
But you know
I
what?
was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, you just got to keep doing the right things, and can't do good business with bad people. Got to keep it moving.
Amen. If they want to learn more about Meda Health and reach out and talk to somebody, what should they do, or where should they go to check you guys out?
Honestly, the most authentic way you could do that is going on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just go on Instagram. Meda.health is the tag.
Yep. I just literally tagged y'all. Yeah.
Oh, the man. Meda.health. One thing about our social media, you'll see it's not me. I'm not going to be on there talking a bunch because you don't want to hear what I say. I want that to be a way for you to see the real life Meda Health.
You guys show your people really well.
It's all, you're seeing agents, you're seeing real stories. It's not like anybody's handed a script. It's, hey, we're doing social media. You want to be a part of it today? Yeah. Okay, great. So awesome. It's people talking about their experience and their story. And anybody who's ever been on our social media, it's always a lot of fun. We have a really good social media team. I mean, yeah, you got one too, man. These guys are sharp over here.
Not too bad. This Dylan cat for 6 years, bro.
This Dylan guy he don't mess around.
He don't play. You saw him bust out like 7,000 graphics earlier and 14,000 videos in like 8 minutes. It's amazing.
Yawning and just no problem. Yeah. Oh man, but no, it's definitely the Instagram, and you'll get in touch with somebody who's going to be able to answer all your questions, and
yeah. I could see it now, man. You guys would be doing $1 billion a year in premium by 2030.
We'll try. Damn right. Yeah, market, book it. Let's see it.
That's dated.
Let's make it happen. I got me something to do.
So like Gary V predicting the future, and then it comes true, and then I'm like, hey, remember that back in?
Well, I'll tell you what. One thing that's going to propel us is we're about to start dabbling into annuities. That's I think is going to get us there, because now it's like we've mastered the health, we mastered the life, and the
they cross sell into life a lot. Yeah.
So now it's let's go annuities. Fixed annuities. It just makes sense. And when you've already built so much rapport with a customer and they have a bunch of money that is just sitting there, it just becomes like a no brainer.
Amen.
And now the agent's making buku bucks on one sale, and that's life changing. Again, that's what we're talking about.
Incredibly life changing. Yes. Yeah. Well, dude, I appreciate you coming up and hanging and being
always
on the podcast.
Always a pleasure. Oh, man.
It was better than I imagined. You guys like this dude? Let me know in comments below. You guys enjoy this cat, Well,
I appreciate it, man. Well, next time you got to come to Tampa, man. We'll show you what's up. We'll bring you around town.
Amen. Thanks for being on. You're amazing.
Thanks, Cody. Thanks for having me.
Also, you guys, man, thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for listening. Check out Meda Health, Brandon Pertile, and the whole crew. Also, a little gift. you made it this long in the episode, go to kaboomleads.com. Use coupon code YouTube and get 10% off your very first order. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you listening. We'll see you on the next episode.
I'm going to tell you right now, those Kaboom leads, they don't miss.
Kaboom. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there. I'm so excited for today's CA Power Player podcast. I'm your host, Cody Askins. We got a special guest. He is back on the channel talking about how to sell life insurance from home. Here's what I love about this person. Yeah, I'm telling you, this will be one of the best.